without further ado, let's bring on our special guest from iiRcade, Michael Svabek, in the house. Michael, what's going on, buddy?
How's it going, guys? Thanks for having me.
Hey, what's up, Michael?
Glad you're here.
I do cry every single time. It's true. I said just a single tear, though. A single tear.
A single tear. Do you get like a notification on your phone? Rainwater just refunded another game.
Protect the server that way, so I know. Like, I can just track you all down. It's fine.
Yeah. We got all of our information on our machines.
I got information.
It's scary how much he probably knows about us. He's got our addresses, credit card information, everything. Well, Michael. So you're kind of a big deal over at iiRcade. You wear many hats. I know you work with like the customer service team and the QA team, and you do a lot of stuff hands-on yourself. Can you kind of give us a little background for those who don't know you? Like, sure. What exactly do you do at iiRcade? What's your role? So
I'm the director, the executive producer at the company. So I do a little bit of everything, like you said. I do deal directly with our customer service team. So I do see your messages to them and things like that. A lot of times they'll come to me and ask, like, can we do this? Can we do that? Or like, how do we want to respond to this? I deal with all that. I deal with, our QA team, of course. So originally I was hired in for just testing originally as a QA lead. So I did that. So originally it was just me actually testing the game. So all those 11 preloaded games and things like that, a lot of the Sega games and stuff that released really early on, that was actually just me testing those. So I did all that back in the day. I still do games testing. I work directly with all of our developers. So we license the games and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm the one who fully does kind of all that stuff too. I let our CCO and stuff take care of the actual license deal itself. But beyond that, it's usually just me talking one-on-one with the developers. I help them deal with problems if they arise on systems and stuff like that. Software updates like we're testing right now for system updates. I do all that stuff. A little bit of design. I'm the one redesigning your entire user interface, so you can blame me for that right now too. A little bit of cab design kind of stuff too. Everything here, marketing, business, legal. I don't know what I kind of don't have a hand in at this point at the company, so.
That's probably a better question. What do you not do there? Like, do you clean the toilets?
Yeah.
Or
do you get lunch?
I mean, I restocked the kitchen like yesterday.
He's getting coffee for John, and
usually John gets his own coffee, but I do usually purchase it from Amazon to get it there. So
technically, you are getting the coffee. That's awesome.
a little bit of everything. So, which is awesome. I love it. So.
Yeah.
So. You kind of touched on this a little bit about like how you started at iiRcade, right? So you were a QA tester though, right?
Yeah. So originally I was really hired on as a QA lead originally just to, test the software, test the game specifically. So I'm coming from AAA games and things like that. So as well as other things too. I've worked for big companies like Disney and Bethesda and Blizzard and stuff like that. So I'm coming from the game space. That's what my degree is in. I am a game designer by trade. So I kind of got pulled into production now too, just because I'm pretty good at picking stuff up really quick, and so the company kind of noticed that, and yeah, here I am today.
So you said Blizzard, so let's alienate half the audience and find out, Alliance or Horde?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Horde.
This feels so loaded. Do you guys think that I'm Horde?
I'm an orc, I was
in a top 3 guild Nexus back in Vanilla. We were top 3 in the world at one point. Back when I played, that was when I was
really?
Like 15,
that's pretty big.
I've been Alliance for life.
Back when you were 15. Oh, you're just a baby. Oh man.
That was when the first came
Alliance.
Yeah.
All right.
Alliance.
Let's get all right. So that was our guest, guys.
Hey, I got a question real quick. I was just wondering, I noticed, John, he's been in Korea a lot. Does that have something to do with the new model? What's going on? I know you can't say, but tell me something. What's he doing over there?
He's doing a lot of things over there, too. He's wheeling and dealing for the most part, so he's having a good time. But yeah.
Sounds good.
It has a little bit to do with the new machines. It has a little bit to do with games. It has a little bit to do with everything, so. Yep.
That's better than nothing. Dodging them questions good. All right, somebody else.
You got to remember that our store license, when you first create an account too, remember that it does say that you can only create an account if you're in the U.S., Canada, or Korea. Right? So there are reasons that we're over there. So.
I see.
Well, let's talk about these new cabinets. So you mentioned that he's over there kind of doing stuff with the new cabinets, but so like was the Mayhem Brawler design, was that one in the works prior to this new?
Yes.
What are we calling the new one? Is there a name for this?
We're still kind of nailing that one down.
Is it the 2.0? Is it the new edition? Is it the
iiRcade Illuminati special?
It's
Illuminati special.
It's just the next. It's the next iteration of our cabinet. Is really what I like to call it. It's just the next iteration of iiRcade right now. So it is different. There are different features sort of coming to it as well too. And again, we'll talk on this. We'll give everybody the rundown before pre-orders.
Is a name in the works? Because like people want to know what to call it. Like,
I know.
We don't want to seem like we don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, Bobby took the name Nexus from. He took my good name, which was Nexus, and he kind of ruined that for a little bit. So because we can't reuse that now. So we'll see. I don't know yet. That's why it's hard to pick the right name, but. Soon enough. I know you guys need something to call it, but yeah, it's really just the next iteration is what been kind of kicking around the office.
All right, next iteration.
There you go. Next iteration for the henceforth.
There will
we hear otherwise.
Yeah, there will be differences in it. It's not a complete overhaul of the cabinet. Clearly, it is again, like we've said before too. It's us taking all the feedback for this past year from you guys and stuff like that too, because we listen all the time. I'm telling you that, and then just putting it into the cabinet. Right? You want a lit marquee? We give you a lit marquee. You want
iiRcade marquee edition?
Of course, we got to go partner with JBL and with Harman and Garmin and make our sound system even better. Of course, because why not? But on top of that, too, there are other changes to the cabinet, too. We've talked about the 2-in-1 board and stuff, too. Omega's not a bad name.
iiRcade?
Omega's not a bad name.
That's not a bad name.
Yeah,
said that? Rich Rodello. There you go.
Or
Davidson says Pepsi. The iiRcade Pepsi. I don't think you could do that. I think they would have issues with that.
As if licensing wasn't hard enough, you want to slap a Pepsi label on there and see?
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got the iiRcadians merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. Enjoy.